Hello, hello, hello. Keeping it all the way real. Happy Friday. Um, so today I would like to talk about forgiveness. When I think about this, I think that in 2019, the biggest lesson that I learned was forgiveness. Forgiveness is for you, it's not for the other person. That is so important because for a long time, I was walking around angry, bitter, and you couldn't see it now. I disguised it very well. You can walk around, you can smile, and you can convince yourself and other people that you're happy. And I did this. But deep inside, when I get behind these closed doors, release, right? Release is crime. Release is just all kind of bad stuff. It's just I was feeling it, and nobody knew. Didn't talk to anybody. Didn't tell anybody for what. What could they do about it? But it's a personal thing, and so what I had to do, what I realized was I had to just let go and just forgive. And you don't have to wait for an apology to forgive, because sometimes you might not never get one. Sometimes the people don't know if they even did anything to you. How crazy is that? And a lot of times we do that. We create these things in our head, and when the person doesn't add up to be that, then we're upset, and then we're not talking to them. We don't even tell them nothing. We don't say nothing to them. We don't have a conversation with them when we're mad with them. We're angry, and we're just holding on to this anger. But what I realized was once I forgave, that's how I felt. It's like it was a release. I went from like this to like this. Forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person. It is for you. And that's the biggest lesson that I learned in 2019. I had been holding on to stuff that people said and did, and I took it a certain way because I didn't know no better. To be very honest with you, I didn't know no better. And so I took it a certain way, and I was walking around, and I was like, it's like, basically, if I can describe it, you know how you just take and just suck in a bunch of air and you look all big? That's how I felt inside, right? I was just holding on to all of this stuff until one day I decided to just let it go, release it. And the letting go and the forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person. Because like I said, you sit around and think you're going to get an apology. You're not. I'm going to be honest with you. And especially if the person don't know they even did anything to you, you're not going to get that. Never. And so I think for me, like, it was the biggest lesson I learned was forgiveness. And another lesson I learned was closure. You're never gonna, sometimes, us females, I don't know about the men, we want closure. When something is over or something doesn't happen the way we expect it to happen, we want an explanation. We want to know, like, okay, so what happened? What did I do? Like, what happened? Can you tell me what happened so I can know how to move forward with my life? Like, you waiting for that, right? Hold your breath. Don't hold your breath, because they're not gonna give you that, right? Some people are just selfish. They don't know, or they don't care. And you got to be okay with moving on and not having closure. That's another lesson I learned. I was blue in the face. I don't know how many times I could have asked, like, so can you tell me why? Like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with me? And it'll have you looking at you like, what's wrong with you? I'm here to tell you there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You just, your picker was off. You picked the wrong person. And sometimes we do that. My picker was off for a long time, right? I kept picking the wrong person because the person who I needed to work on was myself. And when I began to work on myself, I made better decisions. Let me say that. I made better decisions once I began to work on myself. It was something that I had to do and I needed to do, because I would, meet people and they were broken, and I would try to fix them, not realizing I was broken as well. I would meet these people and think I can fix them and save them, and I can't, and I see them headed down. You can see people just headed down a dead end road, and you want to be like, come on, turn around, stop. But people have to learn things from themselves. They have to learn things on their own. Let me say that. They have to learn things on their own. You cannot get up there and steer the boat for them. It's like you going to the gym, working out for them, and they're expecting to get the muscle. No. You can't do the work for people. That's what I realized. I can't do the work for nobody. They got to want change. They got to want whatever for themselves. I can't do that for you. I can tell you, I can give you the tools. What you do with it is on you. I can't do it for you. Had to realize that too. That's another lesson. I can't fix nobody. I can't do it. You know, I can give you the tools, but what you do with them is on you. And it's like, let me give you the analogy. You ever see somebody just side the road? I'm country. You ever see somebody parked beside the road and their car is broken down? They're just sitting in the car. Are you gonna stop? I mean, nowadays, no. But normally, you'll stop if you know them, maybe. But if you see them outside of the car actually trying to help themselves, then you're more inclined to help them, right? There you go. People help people who help themselves. And that's what I had to learn as well. People help people who help themselves. I'm not going to try to help nobody that ain't helping themselves. It's not going to do it. For what? You wasting my time and yours. You going to pay me? That's what it's going to lead to. No, you can't waste my time and you ain't going to do nothing. I'm giving you the tools. I gotta go over here and help you use them. That's not how life works. People help people who help themselves. So, these are just some lessons that I've learned the past year, and it took a long time for me to learn these lessons. It really did. It took a long time for stuff to click in my head because I was always focusing on everybody else. Everybody else was just their stuff was just more important than me. Excuse me. Their things were more important than my needs and the stuff that I, myself, right? And I lost every time. Because I was pouring into people that wasn't pouring back into me. I was pouring into people that didn't even care. Lesson learned. I learned a lot of lessons in 2019. I learned a lot of lessons the past 43 years of my life. I learned so many lessons. But now I'm putting me first, right? I'm working on myself. Okay? I will pour from my overflow. Hello? I'll pour from my overflow. But I got to make sure I put the oxygen on me first. Hello? I got to put that mask on me first. Let me get me, right? Then if I got something left, I'll help you out. We're walking around, taking the oxygen off ourselves, giving it to somebody else, and you know what we're doing? Killing our own self. You got to stop. You got to stop. So, lesson learned. My lessons learned. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I was thinking about it today, and I wanted to come on here and talk about that. So I hope this helps somebody. Keeping it real with J-Rose. J-Rose gonna always keep it real. And you already know, good vibes over here. Nothing but good vibes. Till next time. Peace, love, and hair grease. Later.